Hello everyone, welcome back to RetroComs. The phone you see in front of me you might recognize from the phones acquired in 2018 video. A user by the name of Claudia Monroe requested that I do an in-depth review on this pretty in pink Sony Ericsson. Well, I'm about to make Claudia happy here and go through this phone. It's a very interesting phone. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it too. Well, we can clearly see it is a Sony Ericsson on AT&T. It's got a little camera up front, probably VGA, single-digit megapixel, like 1 point something. Few scuffs and scratches. It's seen some use. But overall, still in pretty decent condition up here in the front. Look over here on the side, and there is a port for an SD card or memory stick, something of the like. Can't really tell what, but the flap is missing. That's one of the two major cosmetic problems with this phone is a missing flap, but several of my phones have missing flaps. It happens over the course of use. We'll look up top here, nothing to see, just an odd hinge design. We don't normally see phones that have this outer protrusion here between the hinge and the back of the phone like this. We look around back, we see the speaker, we see this neat little Sony Ericsson logo here, but we look at the battery, or the battery cover, you see that it is cracked. I was able to fix it up with some rubber cement so I didn't have to order a new one, because I don't like ordering parts over something small and insignificant as a cracked battery cover that can easily be repaired. But this doesn't hinder the performance of the phone at all. Let me look in here. Proprietary Sony Ericsson battery. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Ignore the noise. There is a lawnmower running outside. We look on the side of the phone. Here are the volume keys. Here is the play pause key. This phone apparently had MP3 functionality. We can tell by this. No 3.5mm headphone jack, so any listening you would have to do would have to be over the speaker or via a pair of Bluetooth headphones. Thought these were called feature phones. This thing needed a headphone jack if it had a play pause button down here. But now let's look at the charging port. Now, the port might seem a little odd, but the charger is weirder. I'm going to show an image of it up here, and it is a very fragile charger. I have to keep it in cardboard so that the pins don't get bent. It is not a reliable charger design. That's the only gripe I have about this phone. And now we open it up. Standard keypad. Recessed 5 key. 5 key is normally got some kind of distinguishing feature, but another odd thing about this phone, which is common on a lot of Sony Ericssons, it has a dedicated power button. See, if I try to press the end button here, nothing will happen. The battery is charged. But if I press down here on the power button, I felt a vibration, and this phone is about to come to life for you guys. She's a little bit slow to boot up, but once she does, you'll see there she is telling the world how proud she is to be on AT&T. Gotta love those old splash screens. And here comes the keypad. Such a lovely shade of pink. Matches the phone very well. Relatively new flip phone. Comparatively, it has 3G. And nice little wallpaper. Something odd is that normally the center button would bring you to the menu on a lot of like Motorola phones, LG. But this one, the center button takes you to MediaNet. So let's go into the menu. Common AT&T app suite here. Let's see if we can get some ringtones going. Let's see. Would it be under music? Guess. Those are little notification tones. Here's all the sound effects. Sure you are all familiar with that one. Afraid to click on this one. I'm afraid Navi from Zelda is going to jump out at me. It was more pleasant than I thought. Nice little ringtones, not a very wide selection, but gives the user more room to add their own. It's about the same story for the wallpapers. There were only 2 to choose from, but I like this one the best. It would have been nice if they threw in a pink or red wallpaper to better complement the exterior of the phone. But very, very minor, tiny little details. Now, let's power her off, conserve her battery. I must say, this phone feels very nice in the hand. And judging by all of the wear marks on it and the story that my friend told me from campus about how she had used it for a couple of years, it is holding up quite well. And that crack in the battery cover was from being stored with a lithium-ion battery that expanded. So guys, if possible, if you're a phone collector and you're watching this, store your phones with the batteries out of them, detached. And even better, if you can find a spot in your freezer and freeze the batteries. Just make sure to let them defrost before you put them in a phone because you don't want moisture getting in there. Now, the question is, in a lot of these phone review videos, would I use it? Personally, I don't think so, but just because it's pink. It's the only thing, though. But I'm not really much on pink. But if this were a blue variant, a gray one, a black one, I would definitely use this phone. Or I would have used it in its time. Because I like the feel of the keypad. I love the color of these buttons. I like how large the buttons are. This would make it very easy to text on. The screen's nice and large, easy for me to read. Probably should have cleaned that screen before I showed this phone off to you guys. But this is definitely a nice little phone, and she would probably still be reliable if you were to put a SIM in and try and use this again today. That's just about all I have for you guys today. Thank you all for watching, and I'm glad to be back on after I got done with finals, or rather, after finals got done with me. It's time to get back to the things that I enjoy, and one of them being phones. There will be more videos coming soon. One of my collector friends on Instagram wants me to disassemble a Nokia and show them how to reseat a keypad. So that's going to be coming soon as well. I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And as usual, check out RiffValley SoundCloud. Link is down below in the description. He is a very talented young artist. So check him out. Until next time, thank you for watching, and I will be back with more retro communications technology. RetroComms, signing off.